Now we just need to create the doors. Let's do the shelf first. There was one shelf over here, so I will make the shelf like about here. And for the dimension, if you wanna have like specific dimension, you can use that specific dimension. For this, just to demonstrate the process, I want to make it really kind of eyeball the dimension. But for you can create a specific dimension. So for that one, I will create, okay, let's go back, create, maybe extrusion. Okay, so I need to get out of that mode. Now we can create void extrusion so we created void extrusion. Now it is time to create the shelf. So go to create. Let's do this. And here, create the shelf a little shorter. And for extrusion, let's make it maybe 15 inches, and then 18 inches, and end at 18.75. let's do that and finish it, and it is right there. If you want to make it a little higher, then you can do that too. So that was like 2 feet. Let's do the 2 feet and 2 feet and 0.75 inches. How about that? So it's right there. It's a little higher, but that's fine. So the shelf is created. Now let's create doors, and here we should be a little bit careful because I mean, from the floor plan view we can still create the doors like this, but it is actually better if we can create that from the front view. So over here, okay, because what I want to do is to create the doors with little bit of gap. Let's go back to the okay, as you can see over here, like it is not touching the board around it. It has a little bit of space, right? So I want to show that. So from the front view, I will build the gaps between and then create the doors inside. So to do that, to create all the gaps, we cannot really do that here. It'll be much easier over here, okay? So over here, we cannot really create the gap at the top and at the bottom, but from the front view, we can do that. So let's do front view, like a little bit bigger, so we can see the details better. Okay, so over here, I'm gonna build like the reference lines just like I did earlier. Okay, so reference lines, and sometimes it is just not possible to make the lines really, you know, the gap really thin, but let's try. So maybe I will need to build another one like over here, going across here, so I can get the dimension, like temporary dimension over here. So that way, let's make it 0.1 inches. Okay, so that worked. So because we have that reference line here, just like what we did earlier, we will create, so this one, not that one, this reference line, we're gonna create like another reference line on this side by doing mirror. So I cannot really find the center point over here. Okay, so what we can do, maybe let me actually draw the axis, because it didn't really find the center point of that one. In that case, you can choose to do draw axis. That way it can easily find the center point, half point of this line, so that is easier. You can see like 0.1 inch, with the 0.1 inch gap, the reference line is created. So that is done. And another one here on this side, let's draw that one, and the same process, just draw one like this, and let's make it really thin. Okay, so it doesn't really give me the reference point, like temporary one, not really matching with that one. So let's build another line so we can at least get the point, the temporary. So on this side, to create the reference line, let's create reference line like over here. And this one for the gap, let's do measuring. And then click that one. There are so many different temporary dimensioning, so it's kind of confusing, but find the one from this panel, edge of this panel to the reference line. So make that 0.1 inches, and now let's mirror that one. That way we have that like 0.1 inch gap around the space, so the door can be right in with the gap. And over here we still need a gap between the two doors, so let's draw that line. So from here, like, let's draw the line over here like this. And then let's create a dimension so we can lock that. Okay, and then it was, so click that one so we can change the dimension, and 0.05, right? Because there will be another line on this side. So because the gap, we made the gap 0.1 inches, so on the other side, because it should be centered, the gap should be centered. So on this side 0.05 inches, and this side it'll be 0.05 inches. So click that one to mirror. So between those two lines around the center, it'll be 0.1 inch gap between the two. So now we can really create the extrusion, I mean doors, using an extrusion. So extrusion and rectangular shape from this one, so the 1.1 inch gap is around there to, let me see, to over here on that point. And the extrusion should be, okay, 3/4 inch, okay, just like that. And let's finish and see, let's take a look at it to see how it looks like. So it is created like far over there, depending on like where the Revit perceives the starting point of extrusion is. It gets created like further away sometimes. We can always take it in. Okay, to do that, let's move it. So now it is created like further away. Actually, it should be like fit right in here. So if you try to move this one, it doesn't really move. So in that case, click the one that you want to move. Click that one and then move, and you will see like constraint and disjoint is checked. So constraint, let's get rid of that. Sometimes because it is constrained, it doesn't really move. So I think this is the case. So to make this one fit right there, I will use this align tool. So align the face of the door over here. Okay. Now because it is created like further away, so we should move that, and let's move it by using this grips. And so this is the starting point, and let's make this the ending point. So the end is 0, and this is the number, that dimension that is changing. So I think we can use this one to adjust the size of it, 0.75. Apply that. Yes, so now it is created in the right place. So one door is created. Now we can use like front view to copy. So we can make a copy, and to make a copy, use mirror tool, and this is the one that we can use to make a copy. To see how it is, go to the 3D view over here. Okay, and you can see like the door is created now. Okay, so that's how you create the top part of it.